Hey and welcome to the Passive Income Hunt. Today's video will focus on building an app or a game, where we will go through how to make money by building an app or a game, how much do people make on building apps or games, how to sign up and get started on Unity, and how you can get started with building an app or a game. We hope you will enjoy it. How to make money by building an app or a game. When thinking about whether you want to build an app or a game, it all comes down to what you want to do the most. The game will have to be unique and interesting to people for them to consider buying it. In general, it is a good idea to build a simple game, but with progression which will keep your players interested for a longer time and give you a higher chance of writing a good review. The app will have to be unique and solve a problem for the user, which will help them during the day. There are a lot of small problems in our daily lives which apps can help solve in various ways. For both of them, it all comes down to getting a great idea and developing that idea into reality to hand it over to other people and give joy to their day. It is also quite similar how you make money on both apps and games, and there are multiple ways to do it. The first way is the simple one, where the user will have to purchase the app or game in the App Store before they are able to use it. You will then receive a percentage of the sale, as the App Store will take a cut of it for promoting your app or game. The second way can be through in-game purchases, where you for example have locked off features for the general user, but they gain access to the features through an additional purchase, which can either be subscription-based or one-time purchase. It could also be that the user has access to a feature, but only for a limited amount of times per day. But through in-app purchases, the user can pay to get access to a feature more time each day. This is a known strategy in competitive mobile games, where players will pay to be better than the others. Here you will earn a lot on a smaller player base, and it usually will scare off new players as they don't progress as fast as the ones paying to win. The third way is through in-game advertising. A lot of apps and games do this. Examples can be that there are small banners or pop-ups when you are using an app which suggests that you click on them, or in games there are small videos popping up that suggest other games. Every time these are shown to the users, you will earn a bit, or you can make an alternative in your app or game where the user can pay a one-time fee to get rid of the advertisements. The fourth way is through sponsorships, where someone pays you for promoting them in your app or game. It can be that you have made a nice app to keep track of taxes, which can be interesting for financial advisors or banks which might give you a sponsorship if you will promote their company higher than their competitors. That way they will get extra traffic from you and you will earn extra while doing it. The fifth way is through affiliate links, where you have an agreement with a company in advance and have made an app idea based on this. Then you suggest the company's product in your app, and each time somebody is following your link to their site and buys the product, you will earn a percentage of the sale. There are many ways which you can use affiliate links inside your app, but you will usually have to have an agreement with the company in advance before you can receive payment. You don't only have to choose one of the ways in which you make money by building an app or a game, as many of them can be combined in different ways. You have probably already seen it from a lot of apps and games that you have used yourself so far. It is all about what you think would fit your idea the best, as some of them are better than others for different categories. Think creatively and research your competitors within your idea category to see what works for them and what doesn't. How much do people make on building apps or games? How much the individual person makes on building apps or games is really hard to find, as it depends on where they sell them, how many are buying them, what category have they made them in, what the income model is, and what price do they charge for their product. Most people don't openly share how much they make, which is why it is really hard to make an average. Having said that, we found an article describing what some of the top apps earn, which you can take into consideration. The article states that the apps in the top 200 in the App Store earn around $82,500 each day on average. But if you go down to the top 800 apps, the earning potential is a lot lower. Here it drops down to around $3,500 each day on average. The article also states that it varies a lot on the category as well. as game apps make around $22,000 each day on average. The amount is way lower for entertainment apps, which makes only around $3,090 each day on average. This shows that there is not a direct answer to how much you can make, as it depends on a lot of variables, which needs to be taken into account. Just remember that a lot of people try their luck with this, and a lot of them fail as they didn't think their marketing strategy through before starting on their idea. They didn't manage to get the app to the user, which is why a lot of apps earn nothing at all. There is a lot of business insight to raise your earning potential of your app rather than just building it. So you will need to be both good at the commercial part as well as the technical part, or have a partner which can help you with the part that you are not that good at. But if you manage to do it once and create a successful app or game, then it will be much easier for you to use with gain knowledge to create another and better one, which you will be able to create much faster from your previous experience. How to sign up and get started on Unity. For mobile apps beside games, there are a lot of languages and platforms which can help you get started, and it will need a longer video to suggest which of them will be the best. So we will have to save that for another time. But if you want to make a game, we will suggest Unity, as they are easy to use and really popular. They have a market share of 50% of all the published games out there, and you can develop games to both mobile, PC and consoles. We will suggest that you start with mobile games, as the user's expectations usually are lower. The game can be shorter with levels to progress through. It is free and easy to sign up and start developing with Unity. We will here go through the steps how to do it. Step 1. Enter username, password, email, full name and country. Step 2. Answer a simple security question. Step 3. Read and accept Unity's term of use and privacy policy. Step 4. Confirm your email. Step 5. Done. You are now done, and you can start downloading Unity's developing tool and start developing your first game. Unity has a lot of their own tutorials which can help you get started, but because Unity has such a big market share, there are a lot of tutorials here on YouTube as well, which can help you to develop parts of your game even faster. Just remember when coding that all ways to coding might not be the best for you, as it might introduce bugs later, but you will learn that along the way. How you get started with building an app or a game. Before you start to build and develop an app or a game, there is a lot of work and considerations which need to be made. First, you need to generate an idea for your app or game. What is the idea behind it? What should the user be able to do, and why do you want to create it? It can be some of the simple questions which you need to answer together with a lot of other questions to polish your idea. When you have found an idea you like, you should do competitive marketing research to see if somebody else has already done it, or if there is a spot in the market for your idea. If somebody already has created your idea, you need to think about whether your own idea will be much better executed compared to his, or if you should go back and generate a new idea. If you choose to continue with your idea, you should write down the features of what your app should be able to do. When writing it down, it will be much easier for you to get an overview of what you are missing and keep the overview to remember everything when you start developing. You should make design mock-ups of how your app will look in the end. This will help you a lot to see where you are heading, and again to see if you are missing something. When you have all your ideas ready, it is a good idea to create a schedule for when you will work on your project, as it will help you a lot on your journey to finish it. In that way you will keep progressing. Create your app's graphic design of how you would like your app to look like. It is nice if you can create it into components which are easily reused. That will help you a lot later if you want to introduce new features. Think about how you want to market your app, as those earning features will have to be built into it, and you should make the user friendliness and experience around how you both get value from your app. Choose a language or platform to start building your app. For example, if it is a game, we will suggest Unity, as it is user-friendly and has a great community to help you along the way. When you have built your app, you should test it and polish it for most bugs and potentially add additional features if you can see something is missing, which will give more quality of life. A common mistake technical personalities often do is that they keep finding new features that they would like to add, even though the end user might not want them. Because of this, it can be a good idea to have other people testing your app in the end to give you feedback about what is missing and if your new features are relevant before developing them. Your app should now be done and you just have to submit it to the App Store and get people to download it. You should market your app to get more people to download it, as it otherwise probably will drown in the App Store between all the other apps. When you get feedback, use it to improve your app and make an even better version of it. And when your app is almost done and running on its own, you can think about developing your next app, as it will be much easier the next time you do it, as you can use all your gained knowledge and experience to do it much quicker. If you are still here, we would like to thank you very much for listening through our entire video. We hope you enjoyed it. Are thinking about building an app or a game, please share below and we will encourage you to pursue it. If you like this video, please hit the like button below to show us that you would like more content like this. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so. We will post new videos every week. Thank you for today and see you next week.